Tom and Julie are this really hip couple that have backgrounds in fashion and the arts that we met with last week to create a design pitch for a very sleek, modern garden on their Riverfront property in Piermont, New York, this very cool hippie town.
Your house is incredible.
Last year, we moved out for 8 months.
Really?
And had the house completely renovated top to bottom.
Oh, wow.
But when you do that kind of a renovation, your yard gets destroyed.
What are you guys thinking for the outside?
Something beautiful and finished.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, welcome back.
How are you?
It's
Nice
good to see you guys.
Garrett,
Good to see you.
Good
Good.
to see you. Oh,
Welcome
there's
back.
Julie. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, excited. So were you inspired?
Very inspired. We came up with a great plan. Should we go outside and...
Let's
go
look.
over
See
it?
it in the space.
Oh,
What a beautiful day.
okay, guys. We really listened to what you said when we first met, and we wanted to take the beautiful architecture of the house that you have here and the geometric lines, the modernity of it, and bring it into this long, narrow part of the yard that is just unusable.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw a towel down and lay and then roll into the pond. The
Don't
retaining
think it
wall.
hasn't happened.
But we don't want that to happen. We want to make this space accessible and usable. So by excavating the land and creating a flat surface, we're gonna bring in a pea gravel patio for you with 24 by 24 inch floated bluestone pavers.
Oh, that's great, you guys.
Okay, sold?
Done.
Done.
And then with the planting that we plan to do around the patio space, we want to keep it in line with sort of your style outside already, is keeping that natural look. So what I'm proposing is we plant ferns and then pepper in Sullivan seal and variegated leaves. I know you love white, so I'm proposing that we do the flower called goat's beard. It's almost like an astilbe. It's just a really beautiful white, large flower.
Great.
Because we are next to this beautiful lake, I know there's a few bugs. We're gonna be putting in citronella, thyme, and then also put in some lemongrass. And all three of those plants I just listed repel mosquitoes. Citronella oil, found in many common plants, actually masks the scent of lactic acid that draws mosquitoes to humans. So blow out those candles and start planting.
So you've already started an outdoor shower, but right now you're fully exposed to anyone out there on that water. So imagine that we have this cedar enclosure. It doesn't need to be a full box, but it could just be about chest to knee height.
Just to block the good bits.
The goods, right? And the patio would be 12 feet wide and about 25 feet into the yard.
Wow.
I would like to get our excavator into the yard, and I want to dig right into this hill and get all this dirt out. But when we start excavating, if we hit bedrock, the job gets exponentially harder. You can test for bedrock, but you have to drill down at least 7 feet and do multiple tests throughout this 30-foot patio span we have. So that's at least $5,000 in expense alone that the homeowners are gonna have to eat. So in this case, it's worth rolling the dice to see if we hit bedrock or not.
I mean, it's a lot of work. So a lot of the budget is going into regrading this entire surface. We are right at the $30,000 mark. We're hoping for the best, that there's no bedrock,
Yeah.
no giant tree trunks,
Yeah.
no oil tanks, no dead bodies. We're ready to go.
So guys,
Looks like a big hole.
when we were excavating into this hill, there was a few unknowns that I had mentioned. I thought there may be bedrock, was my best guess at the time, but instead we hit the exact opposite. Water started gushing up. But we are moving forward. We want to finish this for you. And in addition to installing this retaining wall, we have to immediately add extra drainage with the French drain, which is basically a perforated pipe buried beneath gravel. The perforations in the pipe catches water and then directs it away from the patio. So this is never going to be a problem again. You know, water doesn't give you the luxury of time to figure it out. This engineering has to be done immediately. But this is going to cost an extra $3,000.
Oy.
10% of the budget.
It's 10% of the budget.
Yeah.
Well,
So you can pay this additional $3,000 on top of the budget you agreed to. And if that's not an option for you, we can take out the shower enclosure
I mean, we're gonna live here for the rest of our lives, right? I'm not saying how long that is, but let's presume we can amortize that over 10 years. Let's be
I got 10
conservative.
years left, you think?
That's, wouldn't you spend $300 a year in order to have kind of everything we want?
Yeah, but we're also still finishing the other renovations.
I know, but
You want to do this?
I think we should. What do you say?
If you want to do it, we're doing it. Happy wife, happy life.
Okay.
It's clear who the boss is.
Yeah,
which
no question.
I like that. With everything we've gone through, with the excavation and the water and the overage on the budget, I'm just so glad to finally see this space take shape.
Okay, I think we're done. Are you guys ready?
Great.
I'm gonna go grab them.
I hope they like it.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
So, we're done.
cool.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Garrett and Mel are down there, waiting.
Whoa.
Not ready for this.
Oh my God. Can you believe this?
It's stunning.
What happened to our mud hole?
Did you want that
We
back?
filled it.
Yeah, no, we don't want the mud hole back.
Jeez Louise, look at this.
As you know, building into this hillside was no simple feat.
Sure it wasn't.
We really wanted this to be an extension of the house.
Well, there's a cocktail cart, so far so good.
And look at all, there's butterflies and there's bees. It's an outdoor room, it's unbelievable.
I didn't in my wildest imaginings imagine this.
No.
And there's a hammock over here, you guys.
Oh my God, you guys are
Wait a minute. Do you know how long I've wanted a hammock? I don't know if I'm gonna want to be in the hammock or in the furniture.
Or the outdoor shower right behind you.
Look how that turned out.
Oh, this is amazing, you guys.
And look, Julie, you don't have to worry about anyone peeping on them.
Should I get naked just to test it out?
Yeah.
Maybe later.
You know, you can still see if you really want to look.
The entire space is very architectural in the sense that it's clean lines, geometric shapes. So we wanted to soften that up by adding rounded pots and heavy textiles so that you have a softness.
And we wanted to reflect that also in the plantings. We just really wanted to mix like soft textures of the ferns and the grasses. With the soil being so wet, we had to make sure that we planted plants that tolerate wet soil. So we did a coreopsis for a little bit of color, the hydrangeas, and really make a nice woodsy feel with a little bit of color. And I know, Tom, you were nervous about color.
It's perfect, you guys. I mean, it looks like it's always been here. There's nothing I don't like about it. Nothing's jumping out. This is terrific, you guys.
That's wonderful.
It's been really great to be able to put ourselves in someone else's hands on this and trust they get our design sense, they get our quirks. Not that we have a lot of quirks. You guys have given us another reason to never leave the house.
I didn't know what to expect, and this is really beyond.
Happy wife,
Happy life.
happy life.
What started as a hill with some stones around it is now a really useful urban oasis that feels like an extension of our home. I don't love it. I'm in love with it.